And so the thing is that out of the 8 of us, only 7 of us graduated. Which is pretty good for Hayes ISD, let's be real. Yep, that was a roast. But the issue with having so few kids is that we had basically 0 teachers, and so all the teachers had to double up, right? There were some good combos, like there was social studies and writing. There was math and Spanish, but my absolute favorite was taught by the nun, whose name was Sister Mary Annunciata, and you can tell that she's a nun because she has the word nun in her name. And she taught religion and science. And usually she was able to make them work, but like for example, sometimes when she was doing like an especially spicy scientific theory, she'd like throw in a little bit like, don't worry you guys, Pope Francis does approve of plate tectonic theory. Like, y'all are safe about this. But sometimes she had to choose, and it's like, that one day was impossible for her to forget. It's like, do you guys know that guy? That guy, he uses the word quantum a little bit too much, and really likes the Matrix. So that guy raises his hand, and he says, Sister Mary Annunciata? So, if the universe is infinite, doesn't that mean that there's a universe without a God?
Nope.
And so she looks him right in the eye and says, and she has like a turtle kind of head like this. She's like, the universe isn't infinite, Matthew. It's just really big and we haven't found the end of it. God wouldn't let it be infinite, Matthew. He wouldn't do that. And so, but that's not even the worst lesson we had. For example, every Friday we all have to get together in a dark room, which is how the best stories start. And we watched this thick DVD set about how not to bully each other, which was definitely ineffective because everyone in that 8th grade class, including me, was bullying me. Yeah, believe it or not a popular kid at Catholic school in Buda. So basically, we were having those one day, and this guy comes on screen, right? He has an earring in his right ear. And he says, people bully me because they think I'm gay. And in unison, like something out of the Stepford Wives, every single kid in the class turns around and looks at me. And I can't deny it because I have a rainbow scarf on over my uniform and my hair is short and I'm doodling the name of my crush, which is Caitlin. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna marry her. Why is everyone looking at me? Oh no! And so, but the thing is that I start panicking because I'm not totally out yet. I'm out to everyone who has eyes. But some teachers haven't caught on. And so I'm panicking, and I do the absolute worst thing I could in this scenario, which is I yell, "Stop looking at me!" And the teachers start looking at me too. But the issue is, after that, the teachers knew they couldn't deny it. And they didn't know what to do about me being gay, because they wanted to help me get back on God's path. But they also didn't want to get sued. And so they had a teacher conference about this, and I found out after the fact that all my teachers got in a room to talk about this, which is real freaky. And so they had a conversation. They're like, what's the least suable time of the school year? And they're like, the last week. And so Sister Mary Annunciata, the woman, the myth, the legend, pulls me aside, and she sits me in front of the church adjoined to our school. She finds the absolute churchiest bench she can find. It's made out of stone. There are angels engraved on it. A prayer is written on the seat where your butt goes. And it's inexplicably cold despite it being June. Like, it's that bench. Like, we know that bench. And so she sits me down, and I can smell trouble. And she says, Emma, there have been rumors about you in the homosexual lifestyle. But she can't bring herself to say it properly. And she's like, Emma, I know that you like music and theater, and that you've been bullied, but the homosexual lifestyle, it isn't the way to find love, Emma. And I'm already shaking because I can't deny it, because I have the short hair, I have the crush on a girl named Caitlin, and despite it being June, I'm still wearing that rainbow scarf. And she's just like, and so I can't do anything. I'm just totally lost. And Here's the thing about LASA kids. Everyone thinks that we have 2 responses to danger. We actually have 3. There's fight, flight, and snitch. So despite not going to LASA yet, I caught on so quickly, and so I decided to go down the list of every single person in my 8th grade class, all 8 of them, and talk about their problems. I'm like, well, Sister Annunciata, Alex has dyslexia. Talk to him about it. Also, Matthew's not even graduating, so... And so I'm just going down the line, every single person, one after the other. And eventually there's no one left, because my class was that small, and we just keep going on forever. And so we get to the end, and I'm breathing heavily because I just ratted out every single one of my classmates. And she looks at me. You know eyes like those drills? She looks at me and gets deep into my soul with these eyes, and she's like... And I can't tell what she's thinking. And then she takes her hand and puts it on my shoulder and says, Emma, I'm so glad we had this talk. And I've been straight ever